Today's a Macy's Day Parade, the night of the...
Hello everyone watching. This is a MacBook Pro Touch Bar 13-inch. It's a 2016 model, and I've had it for the good part of it's Feb 2019 today. I think I've had it since maybe 2 years odd, and it's been it's in pretty good condition despite some rough use. And over here you have the Apple logo, which doesn't glow. You have 4 USB-C ports, 2 on each side, and the good thing is you can actually charge it from any port. I'm going to be reviewing and telling you what I like about this and what I don't like about this MacBook. Before this I had the 2015 Touch Bar Retina, so this was the model which came right afterwards. First off, I'm going to use a battery application to show you the battery health, how many times you've charged it and what the actual condition is. So if I go to battery health, oops, too much detail. Okay, so over here you can see that the battery health is at 94% after 361 cycles. So it's been used since December 2016, maybe December 2016, and today is Feb 2019, and in 361 cycles it's only lost 6%. I think that is absolutely fantastic. I think Apple has really worked on the battery health. I agree that the battery doesn't last more than if you're very lucky it'll last you 6 hours. So it's between 4 to 6 hours on average, the battery, sometimes even less. But you know what, I rock with that now. I'm okay with that. The brightness is very sufficient, the graphics are very good. I like its weight. I find every other laptop in the world heavier than this. If you are considering between this and the new MacBook Air, which comes with the Retina display, I would say strongly consider this. Spend the extra $200-300 because definitely the screen is better in terms of reflection and graphics and brightness. The sound is very good, although I use Boom 3D. This actually makes your sounds much louder. So it already has a pretty loud speaker, so that's another. First thing I said that I like about it is the display. It's really still pretty accurate. Second thing I like about it is the battery, the fact that it has stayed consistent despite me running Mojave, and I don't see much of a difference. Honestly, I always keep this plugged in and it hasn't depleted the battery at all. So if you have it plugged in all the time, you're good to go. If I ever remove it, it does last me quite a while. Like right now, this battery application says 8 hours and 3 minutes. I don't think I've ever got 8 hours and 3 minutes out of this guy, but still, you get my drift. 4 to 5 hours is good. I'm running Mac OS Mojave, and this has 256 GB SSD. It's a bit on the lower side, but it's okay. It's something I can live with. Definitely in my next upgrade, I will try to get a 1 TB hard drive because I can't be bothered, you know. And if there was a way to upgrade the SSD, I would have done that, but everything is so jam-packed and soldered on, I didn't want to bother, man. Who's going to spend another 20,000-30,000 rupees to get that done? So the keyboard has held up. I'm a touch typist, which means I'm very adept with typing, and this is the most perfect keyboard. So, but sometimes at work, I'm just going to show you what happens, okay? I'm going to keep this thing down. You're going to hear just the keys right now. I know you can't see anything. It can get a bit loud, you know. It can definitely get a bit loud, and I don't like that about it. But it's not a deal breaker. I like the keyboard also, and I'm going to mention that in a list of things I like about this laptop. What don't I like? There are these marks and splotches all over the screen. Because when I close the lid, I don't know if you can see, but there are these, you know, like, come on, Apple. I spend a fortune on my computers and I expect them to be flawless. But this is not flawless, man. Look at that. You can actually see all the marks, which have come not from me playing ping pong with the screen, but with this actually, you know, when I close the lid, that happens. So the sound is good, the keyboard is good. Considering it's 2 years and so on old, I think the condition is pretty decent. It can easily last me another 2-3 years. Aside from that, this touch, let's talk about this, because this is the feature which Apple really sold this model on. And guess what, guys? I love it. I don't care what anybody says. I really like it. I've gotten really used to it. I just can't be bothered with keys anymore. So in 2 years, you will get used to this. If it seems gimmicky right now, trust me, there are times where this has an option you would never imagine. I don't like this old Touch ID button thing. That's one thing I don't like. I never figure out how to use this goddamn thing, so it's a fail for me. But I think I'm nitpicking here. I like the whole touch bar. I don't like the Touch ID. I think it should be much more effective. The camera is very, very average. I'm going to show you the camera here right now. Like, it's not a deal breaker, but it's a very average camera. And I'm just going to show you the camera in a moment. So that's the camera right there. And that's my face. Hello guys, are you guys doing okay? So yeah, I'm not the guy on the display. Neither am I this girl. This is just some random band and I like that image and I thought, why not? So I use Safari and that's pretty good. VLC films are good. Netflix is obviously has to be good. The whole iOS, not iOS, but the whole Apple sync thing, I think it's a bit of a hit or miss, but I don't mind it. I think the mail application is really slow, man. It really needs to improve. Like, it's just so slow, dude. Partly that it could be the reason that there's 6 emails that I've synced, but still, man, it has to become better. I should probably just go into Safari and use the Gmail interface, but I don't do that. I've started using this recently. Installing and deleting applications on a macOS is a dream. macOS itself is fantastic. I would give macOS Mojave a strong 8.5 on 10. I don't know why I'm not giving it the 1.5 on 10, but everything is perfect with it. And I never want them to merge iOS and macOS. I want both of them to remain separate so they both seem good. Hey Siri, what's the weather in New Delhi? There you go, it's showing me the weather in New Delhi. I don't know why it didn't speak to me that time. Let me try it again. Hey, say something, Siri.
The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog.
So I'm going to show you a little coincidence. The quick brown fox basically blah blah blah. So there you see, man. It's a small coincidence. Anyways, so good sound, good keyboard, good display, a very fast computer. It does get a bit slow. I mean, in the past week or odd, I've seen it get slow. So I then restarted and things become better. Now it's saying 2 hours 23. Please mind, this is a third-party application, not an inbuilt application. It's still at 100% though. Apart from that, the Bluetooth syncing is perfect. I use these lovely headphones, the QC35. I'm going to review these shortly. It comes with a nice USB-C. As you saw, I'm using a Samsung S9 Plus, so I love the fact that I can charge both phones in one. I've stopped using my iPhone and I'm using my Samsung with 2 SIMs, but that's a different story. All in all, I think this is a pretty good damn deal. This computer costs about 1.4 lakh rupees in the market, and for good reason, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. This might just be worth it. Definitely overpriced, but you're getting the best of the best, man. And the new version, I'm sure it has better graphics, a better display. I'm sure the keyboard mechanism on the new one is improved. Apart from that, the Touch ID is improved. I don't know if they have the Face ID, but if you say, hey Siri, it actually listens. Little things Apple does, man. Apple knows what it's doing, dude. It has more money than you and I combined into 1 million. So, you know what? They probably have a good thing going on right now. And I have very few complaints with this computer. I'm really nitpicking when I say this, there's that thing on the display. Sometimes I'm cleaning the screen and I can't get it to be clean. And I wish Apple had better support for that kind of a thing. The battery life, it's so, but I've gotten used to it. From 8 hours, I now get between 4 and 5 hours. And guess what? I'm used to it, man. I don't care. Yeah, guys. So that was a quick review for the MacBook Pro Touch Bar. It's really a very good machine. If you are considering getting a MacBook Pro Touch Bar, I would strongly recommend you get this. If you are streaming just video from VLC, it will probably last you for 3 films, at least 2.5. If you are streaming YouTube, just video, it'll probably last you, I don't know, 6 hours easy, like on screen time. And very good battery and RAM management. macOS is excellent. Installing applications is a breeze. I occasionally use productivity apps like iMovie when I'm feeling very jangly, and that is amazing also. There you go, man. I have nothing else to complain about. I'm sorry this review was long, guys, but come on, yaar. तुम्हारा पैसा है यार, कहीं अच्छी जगह खर्चो यार. Bloody hell. What I just said was, it's your money, man. You gotta, make an informed decision, man. Not be that guy, who ended up buying, the MacBook and regretted it. So that was my review. It has a headphone jack here, but thanks to this guy, I don't ever use it. All right, gentlemen and ladies, I'll see you when I do. Please give this video a thumbs up if you made it to the end. Let me know what you think about my reviewing style, what I should incorporate. If you have any questions or any tests you want me to run on my MacBook, I will do that for you. Please subscribe. I do a variety of videos, but you need to subscribe to know more. And even if you
give me something that I need.